A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. You think Monday might be dull and filled with blues? No way, because we are building up to the IPL auction that is going to happen on the 19th, that is tomorrow from 1 p.m. onwards. The IPL auction will see 77 slots being filled up, and then after that some of the teams will have gotten all the players that they wanted and filled up most of the gaps that are there in their team. Or is it? Because there is a report not confirmed as of yet, but it is doing the rounds in the Indian cricketing circles. If one has to believe after the IPL auction, the trading window might open yet again. From December 20th until February, the trading window will be open. These are unconfirmed reports, but they are doing the rounds in Indian cricket circles. I think mostly by gut instinct, this information is not going to be valid, because once the auction is done, why would you have a trading window from the December of 20th onwards? So, if there is any indication to go by, like how the released and retained players list chaos played out, and the aftermath of the drama surrounding Hardik Pandya, Mumbai Indians, Cameron Green and the rest of the trading, if December 20th these reports are proven to be true, then expect a lot more chaos from the franchises around this time. So, December 19th auction, trading window will yet again be open from December 20th onwards. These are unconfirmed reports that are doing the rounds in the Indian cricket circles at this point in time. So, auction, we are all building up 77 players, 77 slots to be filled out of 300 plus players, but whether the trading window will be open from December 20th onwards, that we do not know at this point in time. Already, if you have to look at the IPL auction build-up, it has been chaotic. You've seen some trades which have been going under the radar. Yes, fine, some major trades have happened. But the Hardik Pandya trade to MI, GT going for an all-cash trade, and with murmurs of discontent in the Mumbai Indians camp, you do not know what is going to happen in this case. So, if we have to look at what is happening in this IPL auction, perhaps we are reading too much into it, but unconfirmed reports are stating that on December 20th, the trading window might be opened yet again. Now, the BCCI is expected to give an incentive for uncapped players that are there in the auction. Now, remember, if one player has gone unsold, or suppose he's been sold at his base price of rupees 20 lakhs or 30 lakhs, for example, if he's played a couple of matches, then should he come back at the same base price next year, or should he get a better base price? So, if an uncapped player does not get picked, but in the intervening time, if he plays a lot more games and has success, should his base price be increased? That is the incentive that the BCCI is going to do, and I'll be doing a detailed video shortly as to how the BCCI is going to plan this whole thing out. Australia may have comfortably won the Perth test against Pakistan by 360 runs. But the Perth pitch, the Optus Stadium pitch, has come under the scanner. Simon O'Donnell, the former Australia bowler, has stated that this Perth wicket, some interesting things will be viewed by the ICC. How the ICC views this will be very interesting, because you saw some deliveries kick off from the back of a length, and then it hit Marnus Labuschagne on the finger, it hit even Steve Smith as well. If you look at it, Mitchell Marsh got hit on the helmet twice. Such a rapid rate of deterioration from the Perth wicket. Was it expected? Pakistan certainly didn't expect it. Australia kind of said maybe yes, it was expected. Remember, Pakistan's poor technique ensured that they got bundled out for 89. And remember, this Optus Stadium wicket was kind of like the old Waka wicket, wherein it would deteriorate with those cracks opening up, and then you would see extra springboard kind of a bounce in that kind of a situation. How does the ICC rate the Perth pitch? That remains to be seen. But Simon O'Donnell said that maybe the Perth pitch veered too much onto the side of the bowlers as the end neared by. It was kind of strange. Starting, it was a flat deck, but suddenly it just deteriorated. So maybe kind of an extreme, maybe the Perth wicket might be rated average at max. But I think there was no specific problem with the Perth wicket at this point in time. But so spooked are Pakistan that they want to now have a 2-day game against Victoria heading into the Boxing Day test. On December 22 and 23, plans have been made for Pakistan to ensure that they go into the Melbourne test with some match practice. But this is strange coming from Pakistan, who had criticized their build-up in the Prime Minister's 11 game at Canberra. They said at that time, oh, the pitch was too slow. But then in warm-up games, when do teams give their best players? When do teams prepare the best pitches? You will want, that's why the significance of a warm-up game is now gone. You don't have to play warm-up games anymore. It's just about adjusting at that particular point in time. But Pakistan insisted that they want to play a 2-day game in Victoria. So that's why on 22 and 23, they will play a 2-day game against Victoria. But even a 2-day game, what benefit does it have? One fails to understand. Arshdeep Singh put on a show yesterday with 5 wickets for 37. He became the first Indian pacer to take a 5-wicket haul in South Africa. Consider this. All these years of touring, 31 years of touring, Arshdeep became the first individual. And in that, Arshdeep Singh stated, like, I had to credit KL Rahul for it, because he kept on pushing me and said, look, you've started well, go for a 5-wicket haul. That's what Arshdeep Singh stated in that post-match press conference that he had. He stated that KL Rahul really motivated me to ensure that I get to my 5 wickets. He told me to push on and on. Yes, the body felt sore because I bowled about 8 overs on the trot. But I am happy that I got my 5-wicket haul. First Indian bowler to take a 5-wicket haul in South Africa in ODIs. Big feat by Arshdeep Singh, as South Africa's woes continued. After being bundled out for 83 in Kolkata, they have now been bundled out for 116 in Johannesburg. Now heading into the second match, which is tomorrow at Gepahera, we don't know how on earth South Africa will bounce back. Remember, if India win the series, it's an ultimate redemption for KL Rahul. His leadership was questioned after they lost 0-3 in 2022. Now, one and a half years later, when they are back in South Africa, KL Rahul could potentially win the series. So that's why it's a big statement that Arshdeep Singh and KL Rahul's team have made in that first ODI, the pink ODI at Johannesburg. Hockey continues to deliver a roller coaster of emotions. 2 days back, the India men's team were absolutely hammered 7-2 by Belgium. And even today in the Five Nations tournament, the India women's team lost to Belgium, unfortunately. So both the men and the women have started off with losses in the Five Nations tournament. And unfortunately, they are not ending the year on an ultimate high. Because remember, India's men's hockey team were far superior in Asia. But as they approach the European leg, they seem to be stumbling, and that 7-2 loss against the Red Lions ensured that there is a lot of work to be done heading into the Paris Olympics. Remember, India have secured direct entry into the Paris Olympics. The women's team not so. They have to win some tournaments in order to make the qualification for Paris. But there are 2 losses that they have had, one against Spain, the other against Belgium. That's not going to help. We all saw that Tanisha Crusto and Ashwini went through Kapila, won the mixed doubles, and she lost the women's doubles title with Ashwini Ponnappa. But one individual who was playing in his first BWF final for India, he managed to win that tournament. Satish Kumar. He somehow won the tournament in grand style, and now he's in his first ever final. He's managed to win. There is an interesting story on Satish Kumar. I'll be doing a video on that. Do check that out. But there are a lot of rumors circulating about what the potential franchises can actually get. The players, who will they go for? Will they go for a certain player? Is the trading window going to be open from December 20th onwards? Is it true? We'll all get that confirmation pretty soon. One thinks that this trading window might not be open. Otherwise, why would you have the IPL auction then? So in that sense, make it a trading window, and we'll come to know about the rules as to the retention, as what the BCCI would want in 2025. Perhaps the same formula, 3 Indians and 1 overseas. Perhaps you'll get to know about it in the near future. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well.